Welcome to Prompt Circle, where we discuss everything AI. In today's video, we'll be looking at a compelling use case for the use of GPT and other large language models to solve the knowledge problem. Every business has a knowledge problem. The big challenge is always about providing the right information at the right time for the right person. But information lies everywhere. It is in the company manual, it's in the company policy, help article, in that email exchange with someone on Slack, or in that thread that might have been lost a long time ago. I find that data is not necessarily always a problem. For the most part, the biggest problem is really cutting through the noise and arriving at the piece of knowledge you need to solve your problem. This is not always easy because it can be frustrating to find the right information through all the pile of data. So this is the question we're going to be answering today using our Notion Knowledge Bot. We've built out this bot using GPT and want to show you exactly how it works. So let's jump right in. Our entire content planning activities in Notion. And what we have built here is a Notion Knowledge Slack bot, which will be able to answer any question we have about whatever content ideas or plans or whatever it is that we have in our knowledge base. So here you can see our content idea backlog. It contains information about each video, including the title, the video outline, the written down narration, as well as the description. So I'm going to be using the Notion Knowledge Bot to query this bot on information about that specific video. As you can see, I had already started asking it certain questions, but let's just see exactly how it responds to some of the questions here. So the very first question I'm going to be asking it is going to be regarding the chapters and the timestamps for the video. So I'm going to be asking, what are the chapters and timestamps for the video titled GPT-3 Introducing the Revolutionary AI Model? So that is the title we had of the video that we're looking at. And let's see what it says. So it says the chapters and timestamps for the video titled this are introduction, and it did mention 00 for introduction, 1 for what is GPT, and so on and so forth. So if we go back to check if that was accurate, we could see that our introduction timestamps and the timestamps that it did mention for the rest of the chapters are completely accurate. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask another question. So I'm going to be asking it more question related to the first section of the video. Let's see if it understands that context. So let's ask it, tell me about the first section of the video and the accompanying narration for the video titled GPT-3 Introducing the Revolutionary AI Model. Okay, so we'll ask that question. All right, so it says the first section of the video introduces the concept of GPT, a deep learning tool that provides human-like text that predicts token. It is capable of generating original text and things of that nature. And it talks about all of that stuff. So let's go see whether the first section was actually talking about that. So as you can see, the first section here does talk about the use of GPT to produce human-like text by predicting tokens, and also kind of talks about all the other stuff about how GPT can be used based on the stuff that we had actually written here. So essentially, it was able to go synthesize that response and return back something that was very, very accurate. All right, so let's ask something more specific. So I'm going to just try this out here. Let's say, let's ask for what was the second sentence from the narration of the video titled GPT-3. Let's see what it does with this one. Okay, so the second sentence from the narration of the video titled GPT-3. So it says, you must have seen the buzz everywhere regarding ChatGPT and some of the image generating models that have created artists in all of us. So let's check to see if that is accurate. So if we go back to here, you must have seen the buzz everywhere regarding ChatGPT and some of the image generating models that have created artists in all of us. So I guess it's considering introduction as a first sentence, which is probably why it's saying you must have seen the buzz everywhere. So it says you must have seen the buzz everywhere. So I think it's probably interpreting this as a second sentence, which is slightly inaccurate because this is not a sentence, but still impressive that it's able to go pick up some stuff, even though you could see some misunderstanding there, and this is where refinement obviously would come in as time goes on to continue to refine the way it interacts. So let's ask one more question. Okay, so this question is regarding the fourth chapter of the video, and where we had talked about certain AI driven applications, and I'm just going to ask it to name those applications. Let's see if it's able to pick up what applications. Okay, so it says yes, the applications mentioned in the fourth chapter of the video were Jasper AI, Duolingo, GitHub Copilot, and Notion. So let's go back. In our fourth section, we did talk about AI applications using GPT-3, and we talked about what type of applications those are, and we talked about Jasper.ai, we talked about Duolingo, we talked about Notion, we talked about Copilot, and as you can see here, it's able to go pick that up. This is really, really powerful when you think about it, because now GPT can start to answer questions related to your actual knowledge base. So this will transform internal help desk use cases. I'm making a video on how to actually build this from scratch. I want to give a big shout out to the folks at LangChain for providing an awesome library which I used to build this out. And in the next video, we'll be seeing exactly how it was built out. I hope this was useful to you. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please consider adding a like and subscribing to it, because we do have a lot of content about use cases around AI and GPT and how it can start to drive productivity and efficiencies within organizations. I think this one is low-hanging fruit for small businesses, which they can start using today. Okay, so until next time, do have a great one and talk to you soon.